And I believe all of us, we are here to be able to, all of us here, we want to be able to build a business that's definitely going to be able to last. So that's what we're going to be learning today. And I want you guys to be able to pay close attention. So before we actually talk about that, I just want to ask a very fun question. Be when you grow up, when you were that child, or when you're in your primary level of education, maybe in your high school level of education, what did you want to be when you grow up? Or maybe when you were young. Let's talk about when you were younger. What did you want to be when you grow up? That's back then. Now that you've already grown up, can you remember what you always said that you wanted to be? Is it a doctor? Is it a nurse? Is it a soldier? Is it whatever it is that you pictured yourself being? What is that thing that you wanted to be when you grew up? So let me see that. So that I see, I see people's dreams back then. You started dreaming when you were young. I want to see your dreams from back then. So Amos, a lawyer. Yeah, okay. You can make a good lawyer, I think. With the way you speak, someone who has committed a crime will actually be told they are free to go. Pilot. That is from Benson. Benson wanted to be a pilot. I don't know why you guys are laughing when you say the goal that, or maybe what you wanted to be. You're touching laughter. Why are those goals funny or something? Okay. From Cynthia Grace Kamanga, Sturgeon. That is the only person and steward who are not laughing at their goal. That's great. Washira Doc Samuel Washira. Daktari. Okay. A steward said a teacher. Okay. George Lyson said a medical doctor. Okay. Melody says nurse. Okay. We also have, I think, lawyer. All right. We also have engineer. Okay. These are quite high level careers. Doctor from Margaret. Okay, so doctor, nursing, lawyer. Those are things that are actually very much loved here. From Alice, from teacher to this one has even given us a breakdown. From teacher, now you change to accountant at school. Okay, at high school. Okay, air hostess from Mercy, Unkunika. All right. Okay, Amos is saying they are funny because we realize reality was. Okay, well, hey, you guys are funny. Okay, Dixon, a surgeon that died. I went to a KDF that died. Then I went to wanting to be a fireman. Oh my God. Okay, those are quite great dreams, and they're quite amazing. So it's always good to also remember when you what you really wanted to be back then, and what you become. I believe right now you're even much better than a fireman, Dixon. Okay, thank you so much for your submissions, and I hope now that you're here, you really enjoy and you really prefer here. I think that's the next question I'll ask next time. Now that you're here, do you acknowledge do you appreciate where you are? Benjamin is saying sales and marketing. This is actually the closest to network marketing. Okay, that's interesting. I believe now Benjamin is even more content that you're actually here. Thank you so much for your submissions. And yeah, those are great things to be. So welcome everyone. So those joining us now, our topic for today, we're going to learn about how to build a business to last, building to last. That's what we're going to be learning today. And take your pens and books out. You can take screenshots. Very much important to have this in your notebook. So I believe we can be able to get started. So that is the topic, building to last, build to last. And how can you be able to build a long-lasting business? We don't want a business that is going to actually end tomorrow or end in 6 months or just last 1 year. Yesterday, we were taught about our vision as a company, a whole company, as a team of Alpha Nation team, as a team of Freedom Eagles team, So those are very good guidelines, or that's a great vision that we are able to learn yesterday. It acts as a great guideline on why you need to be able to build this business to last. So you need to be able to have realistic expectations in the business, right? So don't be those people joining with unrealistic expectations, and then along the way you find that's not what is happening. You find there are challenges, and then that's when you start quitting the business. The number one reason people quit MLM is because they have unrealistic expectations about what it takes to succeed. Some of this comes from having an employee mindset, ignorance, or being misled by their sponsor. So the first thing that you need to be, that's why it's always important when once you join the business, you're a new person in the business, the personal orientation that you have with your working upline, they are going to display to you what exactly is going to happen, what you need to be able to do in the business. They talk about, so this is what is going to happen the first time you start working with your warm market. You're told the expectations there, you're told the reality there, that you'll get some people who are positive, very okay. You're also going to get discouragement along the way. So also what they are doing, they're also helping you have the right expectations in the business. Understand, network marketing, or this business that you're doing today, is a business just like any other. But our business is much better because chances of succeeding faster are much higher, right? So just the same way you have, for example, a physical business, you have to open that business. You have to stock that business. You have to reinvest in that business. Sometimes you don't get sales. Other times you get sales. Other times you get challenges. There are also highs. There are also lows. So those are the expectations you're supposed to be able to have in the business as you start the business. So when your expectations are wrong, when you join in and thinking in the next 3 months you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to be a billionaire, then that doesn't happen. It does something to your self-esteem. It does something to your belief system. You start not believing in the business, and then at the end of the day, you start thinking of quitting. And when you start thinking of quitting, you also quit the business. So it takes time to build a business. And the goal for your first year in any business is to learn and to survive. No one starts a business and has tons of money coming in a few days, weeks, or even months. Be patient. Do not look at the business as your solution to your immediate financial problems. Are we together? Yes, the business is going to be a solution one day to your financial problems. But don't join the business having the expectations it's going to clear your 400,000, 500,000 debt. And then you expect that to happen in a month or 2 months or even weeks. No. The first year in your business, you have to learn how to do it. And as you're learning, you also get to make some money in the business. And you also in the first year, you get to experience every emotion in the business, the highs, the lows, the challenges, the times that are great, all those times. That's when you get to experience. And it's very much important to keep attaching yourself to the business despite what you're going through. That's why you need to understand, have it in your mind. We talked about mindset. Most of the time, I'm always talking about mindset in the business. Have the right mindset. Because when the mindset is right, when you set your mind right, then definitely when even challenges come, you're going to understand that this is actually part of the journey, and you take it positively and you get to actually run the business the best way. Your initial excitement is definitely going to fade away. Just like dating, no one stays in the last phase forever. At some point, your business won't be as perfect as you thought it was when you got started. At some point, you'll no longer be excited 24/7 about your business. Anyone can stay excited for 30 to 90 days, but after that, the excitement is able to fade. Remember, there was a time I told you guys about phases of growth in network marketing. We talked about all this, the roller coaster of the business, the feelings, the emotional attachment, and each and every emotion that you go through as you build your business. Very important. So it's what you do at this point that matters the most. Most people will just quit and look for something else to do, or rather something else to get excited about. If you're running the business because you have that first excitement, and that is what you depend on for survival in the business, then you're not going to last in the business. Are we together? It's very much important. I'm not just talking, maybe I'm not trying to make you guys be pessimistic or something, but I'm just stating the reality. Yes, you're going to actually be able to make money in the business. You're going to make lots and lots of money in this business. But before you get to that point, you're going to actually be able to experience different phases of growth in the business. And then again, you're not always going to be excited about your business. Sometimes you're going to have things that, times that are not going to be as good as you actually want things to do. But what I want us to understand here is that it is what you do at this point that matters the most. That's why you need to be grounded in the business. How grounded? Personal development. All right? Do personal development. I always say, I don't want you to complicate things in this business. So when I say mindset, now you start thinking it's such a complex thing. No, very simple. Personal development is also not complex. How do you make sure that you're developing yourself? By what you're consuming. Just like your body, the mind is just the same. If you take harmful things inside your mouth to go through to your stomach, to your body, then they're going to harm your body. If you also take the same way, if you also put harmful and negative things in your mind, they're also going to damage your mind, right? So harmful things such as what? Negative things, negative situations, negative people, negative mindset. So when you put and have in your mind negative things, definitely you're not going to have the right mind to build a business. That's why we are always told, make sure that you do what? Personal development. That is what simply it means, okay? Make what you're consuming inside your mind, what you're feeding your mind is important. What do you listen to? What do you read? What do you watch? Okay? So if you're watching negative things, negative people who have lost, when you go and search, does network marketing work? You're going to get, yes, positive things, but you're also going to get negative things. And if you choose to lie on that side and choose to listen to that side, then definitely you're going to be able to come out there very much negative. The same way, if you choose to listen to people who have quit, people who have even negative, they're not even part of the business, but the way they speak about this business, it's as if they have even been there. If you choose to listen to them, then definitely that's what is going to be in your mind. That's what you're going to start thinking. And then you start seeing things from their side, from their point of view. So what you do at this point is really important. You need to keep on persisting. Remember, on Monday, we were taught about characteristics of a champion. Persistence, determination, never giving up, having a tough mindset, being tough. That's what we were able to learn. So they say that is exactly what you need to do at this particular point. Be persistent in your business, keep on pushing, be tough, develop a thick skin that no matter the challenges that come at you, no matter the challenges that you face, you're definitely going to come out victorious. Not everyone, understand, not everyone who joins will work. Most people who join your team will do very little, if anything at all. Most people will quit in 90 days no matter what you do to help them. And most people quit everything they do. Diet plans, gym. Now imagine the way when you started 2024, I'm sure you are seeing on social media. Now I've enrolled to my gym. When you check now, they are no longer doing that. They are no longer, even they think they quit in their first month, their second month. So people quit marriages, so many things. About 90% of your team will do nothing other than order products once in a while. 10% will be part-time and will sponsor once in a while. 1% will be committed and will work every day. So your commissions will come from 1 to 2, 3 people, even if you have personally sponsored 100. All right? So that's why you don't just depend on the 1, 2 people who you've recruited, just 1, 2, 3. No. That's why we keep on talking about doing activities every day. Make sure that you're showing the business to people every day. People keep on inviting. If you look, for example, I'll give an example of Francis Njoroge, Mr. Francis Njoroge, who was in a meeting the other day. When you check like the Get 5 promo of Kenya, that means that people have recruited 5 people in the same period of time, you're going to see his name. He's still recruiting, but see where he is, top 3 Kenya, and doing very well. But you see, he's still doing that. He's still recruiting. He's still getting new people in the business. So there is no point or there is no time for folding your hands. And there is no time of saying that now I have 10 people and not do anything. No. your income is going to come from the 1 to 2, 3 people, even if you've actually sponsored 100 people personally. You need to keep on showing your business every day. So if right now you don't even have a team of 100 or even 50, but you don't even do activities simply because you're in your comfort zone, then you really have a long way to go. That's why I will always emphasize in my trainings today, in my trainings generally, every day, wake up with the mind of touching your business, even on the days you don't feel like. Sometimes, also myself, I'll wake up and I feel like today things are really refusing. I really don't feel like. But if every day I just depend on that side of I don't feel like, I don't prospect, I don't invite, we have training, I don't have any guests, then really I don't expect to make money at all. But even at those times when you're feeling like not doing it, those are the times that you really need to push yourself to the edge to make sure that you do something about your business every day. Make sure these trainings that you have, no training happens and there's no guest of yours. If you are to tell guests who invited you in the training today, let your name appear once, thrice, 5 times, 10 times, saying, "My name is Cynthia, I was invited by Benson. My name is so and so, I was invited by Benson. My name is so and so, like that." At least make sure that your name is appearing among the people who are doing something. You're touching on your business because no work done in this business goes unpaid. Even if you don't get paid tomorrow, you don't get paid the other day, you're definitely going to get paid for it. But when you don't do something about it, then definitely don't even expect to be able to get anything from the business. So if you are still in your comfort zone, you don't want to touch on your business, you don't do anything about your business, then that's where your business is going to remain at a point where nothing is going to have happened. So we've talked about building a business to laugh. Make sure that you have realistic expectations in your business. That's why we always talk about, I'm just repeating for clarity and even for those who had not yet joined when I started. So that's why we always talk about working with targets. Work with targets. No, I'm working on making this X amount of income, all right? So if this X amount of income, if one sign up gives me X amount of money, so if I want to make X amount of income at the end of the month, that means you divide. I need how many signups? I need 10 signups. We have 4 weeks in a month. If you divide 10 by 4, approximately you get like 3 people. You need to be able to recruit 3 people, 3 people, 3 people per week. So for you to recruit 3 people per week, how many people do you need follow up on? How many people do you need to invite? How many times do you need to be able to prospect? Reverse like that, okay? Be able to work from the end coming to the beginning. That X amount of money you want to make at the end of the month, work with that. Work with targets. And when you work with targets, you're setting realistic expectations in your business. But when you don't know where even you're headed, you don't work, you don't know why you're even doing the business, then most of the time you're going to find yourself lost along the way and nothing is going to happen, all right? Then I've also talked about it takes time to build a business. To be able to have that mindset right, and then make sure that when you join the business you learn how to do the business very fast. And also, as you face challenges, understand that it's very normal. But the best thing is, the best thing above all this is that you have an upline. That person has gone through that journey that you're going through. They have been at that particular spot that you're in right now. So they are the best people to advise you and tell you, do this instead of this. If you're doing this, change to this. This because of this, that's why you're not getting this, right? So they're the best people to guide you. Understand your initial excitement is going to fade away, but what you do at this point, that is what really matters. That's why I've talked about making sure that you're able to do your personal development. What are you feeding your mind? So that even at that particular point, even if that challenge is coming or you're going through that period of challenges, you're still going to stick and do your business. And then not understand that not everyone joins is going to work in the business. That's why you need to keep on showing your business to new people every day, every day, every day, without stopping. So don't have expectations of joining the business and thinking that you're coming to rest. No, you need to be able to work hard. You need to be able to do something about your business. Are we together? So that is what I prepared today, and I hope most certainly that you've learned something. At the end of the day, in these trainings, always always strive to be able to learn something. And that one particular thing that you learn, make sure that you put it into action. Don't be those people. It is entering in one ear and then getting out in the other. No. Make sure that you do something about that, okay? You make sure that you're doing something about your business. And there was actually, I think, a prospect I was talking to today. And he was actually, I think he had called me today in the morning. I was not around. So he was trying to reach me. And then when he reached me, he was now asking questions. I just some simple follow-up. And then when he ended, he was like, but you're always very busy. You're working so much hard in your business. And then I was like, yeah, that is what exactly I need to be able to do. Because if I am not working in my business, and if I am not putting the right amount of work in you can be working, but you're not putting the right amount of work in your business, then definitely it's not going to bear any fruit. So this is a wake-up call. Sit down with yourself, analyze yourself and analyze your business. Where do you want to be and where are you currently? Now that you're here and you want to be at point X, what do you need to be able to do so that you make sure that you're going to be at that point X? And when you have that answer, no one is going to remind you on why you need to do your business. You're going to rise and remind yourself and be able to do something about that. So that's what I had prepared today. And I hope that you have learned. And most of all, I hope that you're going to take into consideration. Don't let things enter your side, one side of the ear, and then go out in the other. Make sure that you do something. Always attend training. Always take into action what you're taught. And also when you have challenges and questions, your working upline is the best person to guide you. And then again, today is on 29th of May, 2024. Remember to do your PMA. We only have tomorrow. Tomorrow is on 30th. It is Thursday and then Friday. So at least try by tomorrow to do your PMA so that you're going to be safe. And then always try to do your PMA the first few weeks in the business so that right now you're not going to have challenges like that. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. I wish you guys a blessed night. And I also wish you the very best. And everything Mr. Washira is also telling me to tell you that things are always going to work out, no matter what, okay? Things are always going to work out. So thank you so much for listening. Have a blessed night. Let's meet in the next training with your guests. Make sure at least you have guests, okay? Make sure you have guests in those trainings. Don't just be alone, all right? Don't just use your bundles to watch the same training over and over again. Make sure you reinvite those people. Let them see. People will look at you and then they'll see like you're crazy. But keep on reinviting and they're going to eventually get money and get started. Have a good night. All the best.